Alright, y'all. Hello and welcome back to another automotive video. Finally, yes, you know these are my favorite. That's freaking go. We're taking a look at car shows, car culture, car meets, a little bit throughout Europe, some different spots, and hopefully this does well because I would like to do more of these. So this would be a good one for comments and education as well. Let's dive freaking in. Buckle up.
With me to Paris's best car meet, where they've got Carrera GTs in white.
Damn.
Auto Bianchis.
What a start.
And nice little stance Mazdas. Let's go. Well, not only is there a Carrera GT over there, but it's Mercedes' cousin, the McLaren SLR.
Oh, you know what? I think I've only seen one of these in person at the Chicago Auto Show years and years ago. So I've never even seen one out on the street. These are freaking awesome. They're kind of odd, right? A little rare. A little controversial too. I think some people like these, some people don't like them. I think they had some shortcomings. Mercedes SLR McLaren, what a collab.
The Carrera GT and the Enzo with the triumphant trio of the 2000s.
That's side exhaust though.
Carrera RS 964. I don't think I've ever seen one of these. The RS standing for extremely uncomfortable, very fast, and very expensive, and also rare. Over here we've got a bit of Britain representing a Triumph TR4, which looks like a baby Aston Martin DB4. Most cars look terrible with black wheels, but this.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't know much about these. I know Triumph makes motorcycles. I think I've seen more of those. Although, I remember growing up somewhat close to where I lived, there was someone, I saw one of these like parked, sometimes pulled out of the garage, you know, and maybe they were working on it or just, you know, maybe they had just driven it or something. We have had these. I think they're pretty rare here, naturally. But yeah, Triumph TR4, I think I've seen those rarely. They look like they're a lot of fun, I will say that.
It's really sick with the black wheels. Oh, and it's got yellow front lamps.
That's cool. That's cool.
E36 compact looks really good. They never made an M compact, so the TI was the best you could get.
Yeah, that's
912. The 912 has the same engine as the 356, mildly underpowered.
I never
with
see
a sexy
those.
911 body. I think this is the best lineup of the day. 2 GT3 Touring.
Damn.
If you don't want a GT3 with massive wings making you look like a little bit of a bellend, get one of these. Onto one of my favorite cars.
Would love to have a Porsche. I think that's my go-to, right? Like, how do you choose? There's so many amazing European cars, but if it's like money's no object, you want to go for something super fancy or super fast. Oh, I love Audis and I love Porsches, you know, a few select ones, right? Damn, that'd be fun.
The Z3 clown shoe. It's called.
Look at that thing. What the hell?
It looks like a clown shoe. This
is actually
the Z3M coupe.
You know what though?
The Z3 coupe.
If you should know, I like weird cars, so hate to say it, I think I kind of like that.
Z3M,
it's so freaking bizarre,
coupe.
dude.
It's just the Z3 coupe.
It's like a door wedge.
Have a number plate at the back that's here instead of here. And they have a 3.2 instead of a 3 litre. Onto the most French car
I feel
ever
like that'd be a fun car.
DS, looking extremly sloped and low. In
Yo,
green
those
on
are
green.
so freaking awesome. I have a video on
really
that.
Knew what they were doing back in the day. Bread van. All right, this is something that gets my juices flowing. So this is a Mark II Polo, produced from the early 80s, I think. Really cool car. They're known as the bread van because they've got a very wedgy back. And it's got roof bars. I'll take the...
What the hell? I've never even seen that. I've heard... I don't think we ever had these, but I feel like I've heard somehow throughout, you know, some, you know, social media or TV, I feel like I've heard of the Volkswagen Polo. Don't think we ever had them here in the States, but I could safely say I never associated that with this. So I guess I did. I guess I never knew what it was. This thing is freaking awesome. I do love this.
Bread van.
It is super weird.
Finishing up with this lovely Mark.
You know, McLarens are cool, but I think I'd be more interested in that Polo.
From England with added bug marks and color-matched wheels. Very clean example. The most clean example here. This has been Callum's cars. Thanks for...
Yeah. How do you go wrong with the MX-5, dude? They're freaking awesome. They're fun.
I'm here in Italy. The Concorso di Eleganza. Let's go see what
that sounds fun. Of course, we have to mute the music. Unfortunately, a Bugatti just chilling. Is that the Bugatti? Oh boy, I'm not a Bugatti expert. It's obviously not the newer ones. It's like this is from like the 90s, correct? I want to say it's a Bugatti like EB something. I think EB 110, something like that. I feel like that's what my mind's telling me, but I could be wrong. Look at those. Oh my God, the launches. Damn. Okay. Now that's a Beamer and a half. I love launches. You know that from my rally video days. Come on now. That thing is awesome. I love especially seeing race spec cars, whether or not this is a real race car or just like a tribute. Either way, I think it's so freaking fun, dude. That's one thing I don't see a lot. Yeah, I mean, of course it does exist, but you don't see that typically in like your average American car meet unless it's like a really, really big one. You know, maybe you'll see some NASCARs or Le Mans cars or something. This is cool, dude.
Well, welcome to Germany. So this is Essen Motor Show, and just look at all of the cars. I've done my rounds through this thing the last couple of days, so I'm going to show you my favorite cars here.
Holy smokes.
Of course, can't go wrong with this.
Wow.
Liberty Walk Huracan, and it's right-hand drive. This car is absolutely insane. All right, dude. Now this is sick. The lighting around the cars at the bottom.
That's pretty cool.
That's next level.
That display.
And the carbon
cool.
fiber
I've never seen that style
on those
display.
fenders give me.
Oh, damn. Carbon fiber fade, too?
And the carbon fiber.
Whoa. I've never seen that.
Fade on those fenders give me way too many ideas for my Supra. Murcielago and an SLR. Also, this 812 is wild.
Jeez.
And here is BMW's new land yacht, but it actually looks pretty cool. And of course, so many more crazy race cars. There's a
look at Brabus displays. How freaking cool, dude. Okay, Germany car shows hit hard.
Super Trofeo.
Like, the displays are so well done.
And this next hall has a very, very
and of course, so many different things I would ever see.
This is it right here. KTM Expo. Pretty sure these are not legal in the US, but everybody says.
Wouldn't surprise me. We miss out on quite a lot. That is a wicked car. KTM, it literally looks like the same logo. Again, forgive me if I'm wrong. I thought KTM made like dirt bikes and stuff. What the hell is this? Unless this is a different company. I'm confused. This is freaking cool. Never seen one. He's probably right. We don't have it in the U.S. because gotta love that, right? The land of the free. Free to miss out on a lot of cars.
Says I should get an RS3, and this is the only RS3 I would own because this car has an RS3 engine in it. And then over here is Grail's booth. This RS3 sounds insane.
Damn, let's go.
And right now, Grail's giving away 3 exhaust systems: an RS3, a Supra, and an F80 exhaust.
That's pretty cool.
This is my last day in Germany, and then I go home and do more stuff for Vlogmas.
Well, first peek at a German car show. I like it. Damn, this guy did y'all dirty. That's what it's really like, huh?
Eastern European car meets.
This is in Hungary?
POV, Eastern European car meets.
Look like a cool collection of cars, but what's going on over here? They're filming? I don't get it. Are the police trying to break up the meet? Is that what they're showing? Or what?
POV.
Someone got in trouble, perhaps? I don't know. I feel like I'm missing out. You can let me know.
Is this London's best car meet? Located in West London.
Damn it. Okay, he does have subtitles. YouTube sucks, man, with the music. It's so lame. Classics and cake event? That sounds fun. Oh, wow. It's literally in a parking garage, which we would call, I think you would say car park as well for that. Oh, okay. That's cool, dude. Especially on the roof there. What a cool concept. Wow, look at all this variety. Holy smoke. So different, dude. You know, it's funny because, of course, like in the U.S., we do miss out on a lot of vehicles. But just like anywhere, right, you have different cars, right? You have Asian market cars, you have European cars, you have American cars, whatever, right? But, like, turns out, as you would expect, it's just so different, right? This is in London. This like, the amount of cars, right? The pool of cars is just so freaking different. So freaking different than you would see here. It's super cool, especially when it comes to the classics, right? Not many people are rocking classic Porsches, classic Triumphs, that type of thing. That's just not going to be common here. You'll see the modern Euro stuff to an extent, but not nearly this level of stuff. Like, I don't even know what that is. What is that? That is kind of interesting. How it's got the staggered, I guess that would be considered a spoiler, or just the way it looks. It's a 4-door too. What the hell? That's pretty cool, man. That looks like a fun meet. I love the Land Rover there. I believe that's a Land Rover. I hope it is. Otherwise, I'm going to get roasted. And then it looks like a super old, like OG G-Wagon. Perhaps. Love that too. You guys have so many more G-Wagon varieties because we only get like the super glitzed up, top of the line ones that, girls in Hollywood buy. That's it. This must have been around Christmas, I imagine. This was uploaded 2 days after Christmas, so yeah. Very cool. I did see a car like this, not at a car meet, but just like driving around town. It was a BMW too, so it was a Euro car. Here, obviously in Illinois, and it was wrapped in Christmas lights. I actually don't know how they do that. I think it's kind of cool. I never really thought about, like, wait, how do they attach them all? And then how are they powered? I'm not sure. Maybe you guys can fill me in. That's kind of neat. But this is at a car meet in England, and it's a VW Scirocco, it says in the description. See? We didn't get this car either. How freaking cool is that? I was like, wait a second. Why is it more slim, almost like a little longer, a little more streamlined than a Golf or a GTI? Dude, we miss out on so much.
Man, 13-in-1. Nice! What does it have? Shampoo? Yeah! Conditioner? Yeah! Body wash? Yeah!
My apologies.
Yeah! Mouthwash?
Look at all these cool cars, though, man. Look at that. An Alpina? BMW? Is that what it was?
Yeah! Peanut butter?
And some American muscle.
Man, 13-in-1. Nice! What does it have?
What is this Honda? That's a Honda, right? Jeez, even your freaking Japanese cars are different over there.
Nice! What does it have?
I'm pretty sure it's a Honda. Maybe I'm wrong. I could be totally wrong. I feel like that looks like the H, but it's very small, and we're not quite close enough. And if I try and zoom in, it's just going to get blurry.
Looks on the street park cars here in Wilden an Wörthersee. Who in Austria said, yeah,
in
I
Austria?
Need a 300.
Whoa, what is a Chrysler 300 doing over there?
Who in Austria said, yeah, I need a 300.
That is literally a first-gen Chrysler 300. Or first gen of the modern ones. I don't know if I technically right. Whatever.
Turbo 2-cylinder and Estro Blue M Sport 1 Series. One little exhaust tip L, probably 118D.
Yeah.
XC40. Nothing to say about it.
It was so funny because you just don't see lower trim level diesel BMWs here. Like, that is ultra rare, or not even sold here. I'm not sure which. I guess it depends on the car.
G31 5 Series pre-LCI with adaptive cruise control.
It's so fascinating.
I have never seen a TTRS convertible until now. That is, am I missing something?
They don't make a TTRS convertible, right? It kind of looks like one, though. TTRSs are actually pretty wicked. Aren't those, like, faster than most people think or give credit for?
That's cool. V-Class AMG line. V300D.
That is cool.
Okay, I see.
Wow. Yeah, we don't get those. That was a taxi.
Svert from Munich. Octavia VRS.
Love it. No, I love Skodas. Wish we had them. Of course we don't.
A3 halogen taillights. I've never seen an IS here until now. Note the headlight washers, the little silver things. 300H. What power is that? Did we get the hybrid ISs in the States?
No, I don't think we did. I've never even heard of a 300H. Interesting.
Transporter T4. Skoda Octavia. Yo, what is this? Piaggio Ape?
Yeah, we definitely don't have these.
It's a little three-wheeled Italian thing. Halogens, but, you know.
Halogen headlights on a Jag? Okay, dude, Europe is different. This is in Austria. Jags are pretty rare. Not many people buy them. They're pretty expensive. So they're considered like a statement, right? They're a little bit of a luxury, sporty statement. Like, you're buying this, you're showing off. Like, yeah, I got money. I got a Jaguar, right? I have never in my life seen a Jag, or at least this modern type Jaguar with, like, halogen headlights.
On the
What?
Jag now. Whoa, I did not know these Jags came manual. N55, M235.
And it's a manual? Now, you could
Jags
get
came manual.
manual Jags, somewhat modern, but like they're so rare here in the States, and I don't know if you could actually get these in manuals. I thought it was only the,
Whoa,
what's the coupe? The F-Type?
Like,
I've never seen one of these in manual, and I've never seen them in manual with halogen lights. Dude, that is funny. Like, you guys legit get regular, like, they're just regular cars. Jags, BMWs, Mercedes, right? They're just regular cars in Europe, and you get more trim levels. You get base levels, right? It's so funny to me.
Now. Whoa, I didn't know.
It's probably funny to you if you're watching from Europe because you're like, what's the big deal? Like, yeah, we only get top trim level only, like in a Jag. There is no such thing as a base model Jag here. That is so freaking random, right?
Sounds good. TDI Cayenne. Focus ST.
Yeah, you're not going to see those here either. Now, that Focus ST looks weird.
This is the latest gen, and it's a wagon. Shame we don't get.
Okay, this is nuts. They stopped making the ST here, the ST Focus. My cousin had one. They're super fun. I think he had let's say like a 2015, 16, somewhere around that model year. I think they stopped making them in like 2018 or 19. I think here in the States. Clearly, they still make them, in Europe.
Wagon.
Because that looks a lot newer. It does say ST, and it's a wagon. Dude, y'all have a freaking awesome selection of cars, man. We miss out on everything. I didn't even know they made a Ford
Shame we don't get those.
Focus ST wagon. That might be my daily driver if we had that here. That is freaking cool. Wow, meanwhile, someone spotted an Escalade in France. So that is bizarre. Like, you guys do still get American cars. They're just a lot. It's kind of the flip side, right? They're more rare. And also, like, if I'm assuming this is in Paris. If not, it's you can clearly see it's a city environment. So let's say it's in Paris. You're in a big city that we know there's tight streets. We know there's a lot of traffic. Who on earth, in a right mind, even me as an American, who on earth would want to drive a long wheelbase Escalade? In any city, let alone a European one. That is nuts. It has a Euro plate on it. Legit. I don't know how that works. I assume they just don't sell well. Like, do you guys have Cadillac dealers? Like, who bought this? You know what I mean? And why would you want this? If I'm in Paris, I want the car in front of it. I'm not going to lie. I like trucks. I like SUVs. I'm an American, of course. But nah, I'm ditching this. If I'm in Europe, I'm getting the smaller car. It's just going to be much better. Whoa, this is in Switzerland. Got Hellcats. Wow. Straight up muscle, like American muscle meat. I'd take the Corvette out of all those. Wow, very cool. That's still cool to see. I've seen this in Sweden before in a past video. Sure, they exist to some degree everywhere. That is so cool, seeing a muscle meat, let alone mostly a Mopar, like a Hellcat, or at least SRT meat in Switzerland. That's something I would not expect to see. If I rolled up on this just organically, I'd be like, what the hell? Did I just cross a portal and I'm back, in the US or what? That's pretty cool.
One of London's best car meets, where they have graffitied Alphas, V8 Orgy Daytonas, and Vauxhall Marivas. Let's check out the action.
A Vauxhall Mariva. Yep. I don't know what that is.
I'm going to start off with this. Not
That's cool,
a Porsche, a Singer. Basically a Porsche with no expense spared. Look at the interior on this. Bigly Bottega Veneta vibes. And onto this.
That interior was pretty cool. That's not what I would expect when you see the car from the outside. Neat.
Alfa Romeo Junior with a very tall man inside it.
Wow.
Hello. This Junior has actually been defaced by a man like Slawn, the man that graffitis things and does funny patterns.
Look, no judgment here. This isn't raw graffiti, right? It looks like he vinyl wrapped it white and then did that over, I hope. But hey, you do you. No judgment from me. That's a cool Alfa Romeo, though.
Free this Alfa Romeo Junior. Onto the next car. And here is a car that really gets my juices flowing. Turbo S996. Black on black.
Damn.
Mafia spec. Perfect Autobahn Grand Tourer. Onto...
Yeah, agreed. That thing would just look right at home. It would look so slick. on the Autobahn. Yum.
Do this really quite nice Vanquish S from the
Oh,
mid-2000s.
hell yeah. That's freaking go, dude. Love Aston Martins. Love them. Way too rare, at least where I'm at. I see like 1, maybe 2 a year, and they just make my jaw hit the floor, dude. They're so freaking cool. That's dream car for sure.
Got the nice yellow brake calipers on this blue, and a really nice interior as well. Look at that embroidery. Very Dragon Warrior. And over here, we've got a crazy whip. This, a Fiat 500 vaginal.
Vaginal? Oh my God.
Also known as Noddy Spec, because if you come around here, this is an
Come
absolute noddy
on.
whip. Anyway, this has been Cam's Cars.
Wow.
Thanks for watching. This is one of London's.
Wow. Interesting. That looked like a cool setting too. Of course, like the settings are different, right? We bring in like the European environment, the architecture, the whole 9 yards. Looks like a fun time. That is just scratching the surface. We're gonna cut it there. That's just scratching the surface. I'm sure of it. Just car spotting in general would be a blast. You damn know that I'm gonna be doing that when I hit the streets in Europe. Come on, right? That's gonna be my whole vacation. Everyone's gonna be looking at the beautiful architecture. I'll be looking at that too. Then I'll hear something and I'll look, and then I'll just be looking at cars the rest of the time. That's the story of me, pretty much. No, I kid, but that was a lot of fun. I would like to do much more with this, and I love the car content. For all the car fanatics out there that have stayed with me, I appreciate you. I'm sorry it's been so long, but we're going to change that now. So more regular car uploads like I used to do alongside the Coulter stuff. Look for that coming up much more often, which I'm very happy about. I appreciate y'all watching. There should be a pretty fun comment section to go through. I probably will learn a lot. And yeah, that's going to be it. My name is Ian. You're watching IWrocker. Until next time, y'all. Catch you later.